Welcome once again to Lehto's Law. Here's Steve Lehto.
Had a whole bunch of people send me a story out of Canada, knowing I love my Canadian stories, but also my crazy cop stories. And so here we go, both combined into one. From NBC News, but many other organizations reported it. Stormtrooper trying to get customers' attention taken down by officers in Canada. A woman dressed as a stormtrooper, and I'm talking about, the Star Wars character, speaks to the police on Monday when they believed the gun she had could be real. That's a reference to a photograph accompanying the story. A restaurant employee in a Star Wars costume was detained in Canada after 911 callers reported seeing someone with a weapon, police said. The employee, who was carrying a plastic blaster, had been trying to drum up business for the struggling restaurant, which opened 2 months before Canadian authorities shuttered Eden Dining because of the coronavirus. This is according to the woman's boss, Brad Whalen. So the outfit is the Stormtrooper outfit from Star Wars, and the weapon is the Stormtrooper blaster from Star Wars. And if you see the photographs, it's obvious that it's the Star Wars character holding the Star Wars thing. The promotion occurred on May 4th, which of course was May the 4th Be With You Day, the unofficial holiday dedicated to the film franchise. And the restaurant is called the Cocoa Vanilla Galactic Cantina. It's a Star Wars themed restaurant and serves pizza in the city of Lethbridge, Alberta. A video showed multiple officers, some with their guns drawn, shouting at the employee to get on the ground. The worker, who has not been identified, could be seen face down in the parking lot wearing her stormtrooper outfit. She could be heard sobbing while officers handcuffed her. In a statement, Lethbridge Police Services said the woman did not initially comply with the officer's instructions to get on the ground. The weapon was ultimately confirmed to be a fake firearm. That's their term for it. The woman was not arrested, but suffered a minor injury that did not require medical attention. Now, the police chief has ordered an investigation after reviewing the video and other details, and of course the backlash from the public who are saying, you guys didn't recognize that she's wearing a costume. The department declined to comment further. Whalen was watching the incident as it occurred and can be heard in the video telling officers that the weapon is plastic. When she was told to drop the blaster, she did, according to Whalen. Whalen said it was also difficult to move in the costume because it's a big plastic costume, and it cost $1,200. And he decided to use that for a promotion when showing Star Wars films to customers was not an option. So in other words, he used to show the movies inside. Might be a licensing issue there, but we won't go there today. And when people can't come in and eat, how does he convince people that they should buy food from him? Hey, let's have someone put on the costume and walk around the parking lot. That will draw attention. Well, unfortunately, it drew the wrong kind of attention. What she was trying to yell to the police officers was that she couldn't immediately comply with their demand that she kneel. He said, you can't kneel because you can't sit when you're wearing the costume. Whalen's a carpenter, and he spent $200,000 opening his shop in January. And of course, that timing was not good. After coronavirus restrictions went into effect, he was clearing just $50 a day. And he said that his operation costs start at $350 a day. So he's got to do something to try to drum up business. He'd been promoting auctions and other events online to generate business. When he settled on using a Stormtrooper armor, the employee who's been working with him since January happily agreed to wear it. The ironic thing is she's not even a Star Wars fan. Now I don't think we'll ever convince her to be one. Well, he's got a sense of humor. I hope she does too. Fans of the franchise may try to change that. Dozens of comments on the restaurant's Facebook page offered messages of support, including from some wearing Stormtrooper costumes. A disproportionate number of people have those, apparently. And more support came from the leading man of another franchise, William Shatner. Captain's log, stardate 49, he wrote in his tweet. Sending my contempt this morning to the Lethbridge Police of Alberta, Canada, and the police chief. Rifles drawn for a plastic toy. Didn't comply right away. Are you blind, chief? Watch the video to see how quickly she complied. This cannot be covered up. So I understand that there are people out there who call the authorities when the wind blows in the wrong direction. I know somebody who went to the bank a few years ago was in his car, reached over in his glove box to get out a bank book, closed the glove box, walked inside the bank, walked out of the bank, got back in his car, was driving away from the bank, got pulled over by the cops. Guns drawn, gets out of the car, and they go, do you know why we pulled you over? And he's like, I have no idea. I just left the bank. They go, yeah, we know that. They go, can we search your car? And he goes, sure, go right ahead. First thing is they go for the glove box. Dig around the glove box, nothing in there. Cop comes back, goes, where'd it go? My friend goes, where'd what go? They go, we got an anonymous tip from somebody who said that you had a gun in your glove box. He goes, no, I had my bank book in my glove box. And he goes, if you look, my bank book's in there right now. His bank book was indeed in the glove box. So what happened was, my friend got to the bank, reached over, opened up his glove box, and someone walking by saw him reach in the glove box and pull out something. Didn't see what it was, but thought, there's a bank, maybe it's a gun. Called the police and said, yeah, I just saw a guy pull a gun out of a glove box. Here's his license number. Here's the car. By the time the cops got there, the person's pulling out of the parking lot, driving away. Gets pulled over. And they told him, they said, yeah, somebody said they saw you pulling a gun out of your glove box. Now, if he'd pulled the gun out of the glove box and gone into the bank, don't you think more people would have noticed? I mean, just, call me crazy. But the point is that they let him go. And so there are people out there. Somebody actually saw this woman wearing a white Star Wars stormtrooper outfit and holding a Star Wars toy gun and called the police and said, I don't know what they said. I don't know if they've released that tape. I don't know if they have the tape. I don't know if they do that in Canada or they release the tapes. I'd love to hear it. Be fascinating. Did they actually say there's a stormtrooper? I'm worried that they're looking for some droids. Maybe the droids are in that building. Who knows? Maybe the droids you're looking for aren't here. It's possible. I don't know. We don't know these answers to these questions. But the bigger problem is that you think that a police officer who gets a call should know that once in a while calls come in that are wrong. And I understand that to err on the side of caution, but when they show up and they see a young woman wearing a stormtrooper outfit holding what's obviously a toy gun, you don't freak out and start pulling weapons and stuff. And don't even go there. Don't even say they have to be careful. No, you don't. Not in that situation. So there's a huge backlash here against what happened. But the good news is there's a ton of publicity for this restaurant. So if you're in or near Lethbridge, I urge you to eat at Cocoa Vanilla Galactic Cantina. And if you can't go inside and eat because apparently you can't order something, please order something from that place. It sounds like a great place. And I've mentioned before, during these trying times we're living in right now, I am ordering out 2 or 3 times more often than I normally do. Literally. I'm going around ordering from different places. I'm making sure because I want these restaurants to make it. And it's one of the few businesses that I can readily support without leaving my house. They deliver. And if this ends and they made it through, good. They're going to be one of the businesses that survived because there may be some businesses that don't survive. So I'm supporting the ones that I can, okay? And yeah, I don't normally eat out this much, but I will now because I want to support these restaurants. I want to support these restaurants to make it. So again, please, in and around Lethbridge, which sounds like a great place, the Cocoa Vanilla Galactic Cantina, please support it. They need your help. I'm not going to come down too hard on the cops. It happened. It's over. Nobody got hurt. But the attention right here could be spun into a positive, and maybe that's what we're looking for. So in these trying times, we'll take it if we can get it. Questions or comments, put them below. Otherwise, talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Thank you for watching Lehto's Law. Time flies like an arrow, fruit flies like a banana.